your mind, I just want everyone to know. I'll tell the world, yeah. I'll tell the world. I just want everyone to know.
Good morning, everybody. Cap Nation Live. Happy Thanksgiving edition. November the 26th. Thanksgiving Day. Thanksgiving morning. Happy birthday. Happy bounce back day. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Reading some of these comments. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Too many of you here for me to say hello to you all. 124 people waiting already. Sorry to keep you waiting. Very first, as the legend says, money never sleeps. Money never sleeps. That is for sure. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What is going on, everybody? Reading through some of these comments. Hot diggity dog. A little bit of a rough day yesterday, nonetheless. I was definitely riding a high earlier in the week, 6-0, and had a little flat line yesterday. UCLA doing us dirty. Had zero answer for San Diego State. Their defense held their offense. Couldn't do nothing. Emmanuel, how much sleep did I get? I might have set a new record in the last month. I think I got a solid 5 hours and 20 minutes, roughly. When I go to sleep, I mean, I'm pretty tired, so I fall asleep pretty quick. But I got about 5 hours and 15 minutes. So I'd have to say that's a lot. Still a little tired. Still a little tired. Got a very long day ahead of me. Birds are on the smoker. Birds are on the smoker, so I'm here. I've got a couple more hours before I got to go back and check them out. But it's definitely going to be a good day today. A lot of games today. Tony, happy Thanksgiving to you as well, Peaches. Hopefully that Florida weather is treating you well. Anybody looking for a new or used car? Tony owns a dealership down there in Florida. What a Thursday. We're blessed with NFL, college football, assuming the last game doesn't get canceled since the Air Force game is off the board. Got NFL, college football, college basketball, and our old faithful during COVID, soccer. Soccer, 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 soccer. Edward says UCLA crushed your soul. They definitely crushed mine, that's for sure. They definitely crushed mine. Lesson learned there. Lesson learned there. Eli, absolutely. Michigan definitely gave it up. A lot of teams falling flat in the last minute yesterday. Last minute, last 2 minutes. Up big and just flatlining. Every direction yesterday. But nonetheless, today will be a good day. Today will be a good day. Not only are we going to give away some fun stuff, but we're also going to give some stuff away tomorrow as well. Yeah, a lot of overs yesterday. The Virginia one definitely surprised me. The Virginia over surprised me. That was a big shock as well. No doubt about that one. That one was a very big surprise. One that they allowed so many in the first place. It was a bit of a surprise. But nonetheless, a new day, a new dollar, Game of the week tomorrow. Game of the week tomorrow. Guaranteed Saturday, the big Sunday play. I'm ready for a big flipping weekend. I am definitely ready for a big weekend. And I got to tell you, the fun is going to start today. Well, we were having fun all week long, Monday, Tuesday. Then lo and behold, Wednesday showed up. Wednesday showed up, the calm before the storm. So we'll get it. And we'll get it back today. Be a good day today. Gonna be a good day today. 1 second, folks. The hell is this? Oh, that one, yes. We have 2 NFL games after the Steelers and the Ravens on prime time were moved. Due to all the Ravens' positive COVID tests. I know the Steelers players are pissed off about the move. And, you know, I'll be honest, I don't blame them. Took away their bye week, make them play on Thursday, and then they take it away from them, their primetime spot. So I can see being pissed off. Players should have to play how you are. Injured players may have time to make it back now. Tony says, how many people are on the Lions +3? You know, I'll be honest, there's definitely a lot of people on the Lions. The Lions have a lot of money rolling on them. That I cannot lie with that statement right there. The Lions have a lot of money rolling in on them. We'll take a look at all of that here in just a little bit. We'll take a look at all the lines, actually. And all that good stuff. We're going to be going over everything today. From the one college football game to the 2 NFL games. And then we'll jump into some college hoops. We got soccer. We have soccer starting in an hour and a half. Soccer's starting later than that. There is a basketball game. Actually, a few of them starting early. A couple that I've got my eye on. None that we've actually put out. But something that I do have my eye on. Might have to give it out here as an extra play. Zach, thank you. Appreciate that. Justice says they're trying anything to make sure that the Steelers lose. If they don't go undefeated, yeah, they definitely don't want Big Ben and the Steelers to go undefeated, that's for sure. I hope they do. I think it'd be great. Diamond K, did you miss anything? You just missed the premium plays unless you're on them. Just kidding. Nobody's missed anything yet. Remember, we are giving away another big prize tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big one. You need to post in this video, in the live video, during the live show. You have to hit the thumbs up button. You have to be subscribed. And you also have to hit the thumbs up and comment in our daily free play video as well. Got to partake in all of them in order to have the fun. Give me 1 second, folks. Alrighty. So, I did create, and I had them email, and I don't know if they did it yet, an extra promo code Tough frozen pick. No, that's actually a flattering one. I can actually. I'd have to say that's actually a flattering picture. But don't worry, we got it undone. I gave them a promo code. I don't know if they emailed it out yet. It's for an additional 25% off. And it's only valid for today. For my game of the week tomorrow, as well as guaranteed Saturday. It is valid for either one of those two packages only. And it's only valid until midnight Pacific time tonight. So if you wait until tomorrow, I do apologize, but the promo code for either one of those will not be valid. It'll only be valid for today at midnight. Today until midnight, excuse me. All you got to do is enter the promo code 25thanks. And the T is lowercase. I posted it in the comment section. I'll also post it on my Twitter as well. Give me 1 second. Okay. Daniel, you're smoking the birds. I hear you. Mine are on as well. I've got 2 on at home. Justice, if you were on my personal play game of the week last week, yes, nothing changes. You've been with me so long, and you've bought in so many of them. If I drop a game of the week, I will give you my next one absolutely free. It's exactly what I do. We're going to take a look at both games. We're going to take a look at some props. We're going to take and put some stuff on that Vibe Interactive free play board. Jay, good morning. Alrighty, so before we get started, William tuning in via text message, thank you, and thank you again for your text message earlier. I saw it. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. I know you're not on the live chat, but you should be. You just got to go create a YouTube account. The Legend's got a different smoker going. Thank you, Kirk. I appreciate that. Big D Mall in the house. Prantia, happy Thanksgiving. And again, just so everybody knows, there's Black Friday sales on the premium page, on the guaranteed page, as well as the UFC. Monster UFC deals as well, just so everybody knows. And there is UFC again this weekend. Daniel, my Traeger is always going as well. My Traeger seems to always be going as well. There's always something in it each week. Well, Gus, we're going to break down that game and see. Views from 312. No, they give you access to it for 2 days. So if you were to purchase it today, you would have access to it. So most people purchase it on, Friday, and it used to say 1 day, and then we'd have to go back in and manually activate it. So either way, they'll have to add an extra day to it, so that way you don't get cut off access, but it's only 1 day. It's only one big game. They just give you an extra day's access, so that way you have access to it when we post it on Friday, if we post it on Friday. Jaquan Green, good morning. Happy holidays to you as well. Nina Lee, good morning. 17 Clipper. Mr. Grover says, happy birthday, Nina. Happy birthday, Nina. Rodney says he's a little late. Always late, but worth the wait. Nah, you didn't miss nothing. Cade, there is no Game of the Year replacement. If you go back and you look, there is no Game of the Year replacement. There's no guarantee on the Game of the Year. That's why it was only $50, not $500. And if we did a replacement one, it would have been a lot more money than $50. And it's a special one-off game. And if it was a replacement, you'd be waiting for the next Game of the Year in college football, which would be, well, next year. But again, there was no guarantee on the Game of the Year, unfortunately. But if they did, they'd be going back to their regular price of $500. Cliff, not betting related, is perfectly fine here. Talking about air fryers, smoking turkeys. I don't put a time limit on mine. I usually will smoke mine for the first 3 to 4 hours at a minimum on the lowest setting that I have, just to generate that good smoky flavor. And then from there, I will slowly crank, which is anywhere from 140 to 160 degrees, usually for the first at least 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours. And then I'll slowly start cranking it up and slow cook it all the way up. So it could take anywhere from 6 hours to 12 hours. I think the longest I've done was 13 hours for a bird, but I left it on smoke for quite a long time. But usually around 6 to 7. Long time in a smoker for a bird. I've also done it, by putting it at 350 and just letting it cook at 350, and it turned out pretty damn good as well. But since I'm here, I've got it on the low smoke setting. That way, I know it'll be good when I get back. Jonathan, happy Thanksgiving. Long time no see, brother. Dr. Franco, happy Thanksgiving. Jalen, I usually do. I'm a slow cooker. I mean, but I've done them fast as well. I've definitely done them fast as well. They turn out fine either way. Ken says yesterday was a low smoke setting. Frozen already. Again? Daniel, you are behind. Somebody tell Daniel he's a little bit behind. Jonathan says emergency room's getting busy. Yeah, that's what I hear. It's no good. It's no good. Jesse, good morning. You guys are killing me. Ruben says, now I'm hungry waiting for my Denny's breakfast that Denny's donated to all the first responders on duty this morning. It's very nice. Thank you, Ruben, for doing what you do as a first responder. Manuel, Liverpool cost a lot of people a lot of stuff yesterday. Oh, my Lord. And I'm hungry, too. All right, no more turkey talk. No, usually we could talk about air fryers and turkeys and this and that all we want. But I am flipping starving. I am absolutely starving this morning. And I'm ready for Thanksgiving. Joe Kryptonite wants to know, has anybody else had issues getting paid out of PointsBet yesterday? It took 3.5 hours for me to speak to someone on live help to get paid out. That's no good for an American casino. I would definitely go look at Bet Online. Get paid out a lot faster than that, that's for sure. Oh, Cookie Crisp, UCLA and Memphis overkilled you. Well, that's too bad. Hopefully all the other free plays for the last 18 days didn't kill you either. Thank you, William. I appreciate that. Jonathan, I did not touch any basketball. The basketball punched me in the face. We'll get it back today, though. I might have been 6-0 to start the week Monday and Tuesday, and after yesterday, what are we, 7-3? I'll still take 7-3 so far on the year. Take 7-3 on the year so far. So, taking a look at some real quick, and I'm going to change the subject here. Taking a look at an early college basketball game, Chicago State and Illinois. The Fighting Illini. Going to go over this one just real quickly. All right, real quickly. This is a very big spread, and it is actually on the move. It was 39 this morning. People wake up. Now, I'm not a big believer in taking 40-point spreads in basketball. But I honestly, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, I honestly can't see how Chicago State, it's actually 41 right now, which is insane. But I can't see how Chicago State doesn't lose by 55 or more. Ken says he can't live in Illinois, or can't bet on any Illinois teams living in Illinois. I honestly can't see. Jeff says Pac-12 is trash. Hey, I don't disagree with you when it comes to basketball. That's for sure. King Quest Marquise, happy Thanksgiving. Ryan C says 98-45. That's about, where I'm at on that game. I cannot lie. And Chicago State lost by 50 points yesterday as well to Ohio, of all people. Nico Cheese says, what about Illinois minus 23.5 first half? I did not see a first half line this morning. I know it's up now. BetOnline has 23. The thing with the first half, I'm just not sold on a lot of first halves yet, especially when you got to come out and be up by 23. Now, I did in-game Kentucky yesterday, 5 minutes into that game, laying 17.5 in the first half, and they covered that. Or 16.5, excuse me. Shane, did I see any college basketball lines opposite this morning? I did not. And I've been in the office since 4 o'clock in the morning, my time, 6 on the East Coast, getting everything done. But I didn't see any, incorrect lines. Yeah, Fighting Illini beat North Carolina A&T by 62 yesterday. And Chicago State got their butts kicked yesterday by 43 from Ohio. Or 23 by Ohio. I can't add. Mauricio, no, my game of the week is not posted yet. But that promo code is valid for today and today only. So tomorrow there will be no promo code on it. Alex, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Jeff, perfect advice. Says, let the better team have the full game rather than just the first 20. Seth says all those games take is the freshman playing 4 minutes in the backdoor cover. Well, not if Chicago State can't put up any points. Even with Chicago, even with Illinois' big lead yesterday, their freshmen still put up some points, and they didn't give them much playing time. Some of them got a minute to 2 minutes at the very end. But for the most part, so I did bet that one. Ruben, it was a different one. It took off 25% off my game of the week or guaranteed Saturday. So like the one that you have, Ruben, is valid for 2. So you could actually save that for a later date and use this one as it's only valid today or tomorrow. I mean today only, sorry. Brian O'Neill, thank you for jumping back on board my personal plays. Glad to have you back on board. Antonio as well, thanks for jumping on board the 3-day package. Aaron, glad to have you on board. Mr. Behel as well, thanks for jumping back on board the big combo package. Both of you guys as well. Michael, I see you renewed for 3 days of premium plays. Glad to have you back on board. Mr. Spano, thanks for jumping on board my personal plays. Sarah, thank you for jumping back on board the combo package, renewing early and on time. Mr. Nishimoto in Hawaii, thank you for jumping on board. I see you got my Black Friday 1-year package. Glad to have you back on board. Nonetheless, it's going to be a great day. Roger, did I bet light on Illinois? I did. I did. I bet a quarter of what I normally bet. All right? I bet a quarter of what I normally bet. But I got a better line than where it's at now. I actually got 38.5. As soon as I bet it at 38.5 this morning, and I did not give this out to any of my personal clients. I'm not a big fan of giving somebody a 39 or 40 point spread, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. I can't see how it loses. I can't. I mean, obviously, anything's possible, especially with 40 points. 40 points is a lot of points to be laying. 41 to be specific. But I don't see how they not cover this one today. So I did bet it. I have it for $750, whereas a normal premium play I've been putting $3,000 a game on. Brian, you got it at 38.5. Nathan, you got 39 last night. Very nice. Joe, no, we're getting ready to jump into it. Nathan says Illinois will be up by 30 by half. I tend to agree. I tend to agree. They'll probably be up by 20 or 30 very quickly, in my opinion. In my opinion, they should be. Lee says, bankroll management, leave your emotion at the door. And we've got a nice crowd, Thanksgiving crowd going. I mean, I can't believe we have 300 people here on Thanksgiving joining us. So again, happy Thanksgiving. I should have brought the smoker to the office or be filming at home and we could be having a cooking show for Thanksgiving. But nonetheless, one thing that I do want to address with people, because I actually had a lot of people that are on my personal plays, and I'm not singling anybody out. If you've been with me since Monday and Tuesday we went 3-0 and 3-0. So we're 6-0 to start the week. I put out 4 plays yesterday. It was a lot. Was really loving what we put out. I was loving what we put out yesterday. Unfortunately, games were not going the way that we wanted them to. Swansea City had 2 goals disallowed in soccer. 2 goals disallowed, one of them controversial. Unfortunately, they ended up in a 1-1 draw. Liverpool played like complete ass. So we started out the day riding the shit bus. North Carolina ended up coming back, covering that spread, playing like a North Carolina team is supposed to against a Charleston laying 17. Marquise, my game of the week is tomorrow. So I started out the day 1-2. So if you've been with me since Monday, you were now, before the UCLA game, you were now 7-2. I don't know how many text messages that I got. Wow, today sucks. My bankroll took a major hit. And all I could think about, and if you have children around, cover their ears, you're fucking 7-2 in 3 days this week. It's not even Thursday yet. You're 7-2. How can your bankroll have taken such a big hit? Because you're down a game on one day? I don't care if you would have went 0-4. You'd still be positive on the week. But no, we ended up dropping UCLA. So in a nutshell, people are 7-3 on the week. We did have a bad Wednesday. But if you actually have any bankroll management and any consistency, which those are the 2 things that will make sure that you're able to bet long term, then nobody should ever be getting hurt. Jalen says betting unevenly, 1,000,000%. I'm going to give the 2 keys, in my opinion, to success. Jeff says, people love to bitch. Let me tell you, I heard a lot of bitching yesterday from the people that never said, hey, great job after 6-0 to start the week. And not just from one person, from, 30 people. If one thing, I think we need to have a show geared on how to be successful betting sports. And if I could just sum it up in just 2 things. One is consistency. And 2 is bankroll management. And they go hand in hand. They go together. They absolutely go together. And if one is off, I promise you at the end of the day, you won't be successful if you're not doing both correctly. The consistency. Because we have a losing day, you decide not to bet the next day. And then you see that we go 3-0 and 3-0, and then you jump back on board the games and you lose. That's very inconsistent. If you're not consistent and stick to a program, whatever your program may be, if it's mine or if it's yours or if it's somebody else's, if you don't stick to it, you can't be successful. A bettor that is here today, gone tomorrow, and then here on Saturday will not be successful. At least with our program. Our program is driven off of consistency, bankroll management, and long-term success. You don't know what days you're going to lose. You don't know if you're going to have a losing day on Friday or if you're going to have a losing day on Sunday. Bankroll management and consistency go hand in hand. If one day you're betting $200 and we knock it out of the park and we go 6-0 to start the week, so you go put $2,000 on Liverpool, let me ask you a question. Where's the consistency because you added a 0 at the end of it? I get it. We're talking about money. And every one of us should be greedy. Every one of us should be greedy when it comes to money. The more money you can make, the better. After all, betting on sports for a reason. Some people may be doing it just for fun. And that's how they get their excitement. That's how they get their high. That's fine. That is perfectly fine. But at the end of the day, you're still doing it for money. So you might as well make as much as you flipping can. So there's nothing wrong with being greedy. But if you go from betting 200 one day to 2,000 the next day, I'm going to tell you, you might get lucky, but that's not consistent. You want to bet 2,000 on games? Start doing it consistently. Make sure your bankroll will support it. Everybody has a losing week. Everybody has a losing 2 weeks. If you've never had a losing week, well then fill out an application and come work for us. All right? But I promise you, everybody has had a losing week betting sports. Everybody's had a losing 2 weeks. Everybody's had a losing month before. It happens. So it's what you do during the bad run and after the bad run that matters. Narrow your focus. Buckle down. Stay consistent. And always within your means. Bad times happen. There's 52 weeks out of the year. If you're expecting me to be your Mega Millions ticket, you're in the wrong place. But if you want to have more money at the end of the year than you did at the start of the year betting on sports, you're in the right place. We can help you with that. But you need to be consistent, 100%. 100%. Consistent. And not doing no crazy shit. Jeff says, if you haven't, you just started gambling. Tom Weiner says, betting gods know when you go big and punish you. I know from experience. You know, I honestly, I want to agree with you. When you step out of your means, when you step out of your comfort zone, that is generally when bad shit happens. Don't know why, can't explain it, but you never get the members bounce on the golf course when you go big. All right? When you bump it up from 50 a hole to 1,000 a hole because you've been shooting real good on the course, those member bounces, they never land in the fairways anymore. Don't know why. Don't know why. And this talk doesn't mean that you got to bet small to be successful. No fucking way. No way and no how. No. As you win, increase your bets if you want to, or stay the same. As your bankroll rises, increase your bets. As you get on a roll, increase your bets. But you have to stay consistent. 200 one day to 2,000 a game the next day, that's not consistent. Here today, gone tomorrow, gone the next day, back, hit it and quit it kind of, that's not consistent. Got to hit it consistently. And Danny T. Greed is good, absolutely. Bookie Killer says live betting is where the value is because you can get a better line, but it's very easy to overdo it. I don't know if necessarily if I say live betting is where it's at because the value is there. Every live wager you make, the lines are generally overinflated, no matter which way you look at it. Do I live bet? Yeah, but the lines are always overinflated. And keep in mind, live betting, the books have the advantage. The books have a feed that's 30 seconds ahead of yours. So generally speaking, if you're betting on football, that next play, that first down, second down, third down, has already been completed before your wager has been successful. And now that sports betting is becoming legal in the United States and it's being socially acceptable and allowed for professional sports teams and leagues to take on sports betting partners and sponsors, they've given them access to a feed ahead of time to make sure their live lines are sharper than anybody's. So if you think that you're getting sharper lines or you have the edge when it comes to live betting, you're incorrect. The books will always have the edge because their feed is actually 30 seconds to a minute faster depending on where they're at and which game. It's 100% fact. So if you want to play 30 seconds to a minute behind, by all means. Are there good opportunities live wagering? Finding a good team that's down early? Absolutely. Absolutely. Alex, to start I do. But if I'm having a good week and we hit one and go into the next, I'll go bigger. Last of a dime reaches with consistency. What do you recommend on betting on the game of the weeks? Anywhere from 3 to 5 times more is what I do. But that's based on your bankroll and what you're able to support. Hold on one second. Okay. Beastie Pop, thank you. As far as the live lines, Bookie Killer says when I'm seeing that the Chiefs are laying 10.5 and the opponent score a touchdown and get them at -5.5. Generally speaking, if the Chiefs go down a touchdown, they still keep that opening number until later in the game. But yeah, definitely there's opportunities. You find a good quality team that's down early in a game, you get a better line. That's only if they go down. The Ballers Inc. says, pay attention, fellas. This man is a betting god. I don't know about that, but Chad says, why does it say $500 for a month, but on the website it says $750 for... You're looking at 2 different plays. There's a difference between premium plays and my personal plays. My personal plays are on sale for $500 for a month. Premium plays are $749. But if you go down from where you saw $749 and you go down 1, 2, 3 more spots, it'll say Black Friday sale, 1 month of Kyle's personal plays, $500. David says, I became a premium member yesterday. How do I contact the company? Jay Hughes says that, David, I believe you hit the contact option to email or call. Absolutely. Send us an email, cd@cappersdirect.com, or a toll-free number on the website. But if you call it now, nobody's in the office yet today until, I think, one person from accounting will be here from 10 to 2. But if you call right now, it's going to ring to me. Alrighty, so gonna jump into the breakdowns, but again, Illinois laying that big number. I cannot lie. I did bet it for everybody that's here. All right, I did bet it for everybody that's here. And again, I'm not a fan of laying 40 points, but I bet it late last night. I got 38.5, so better than 41. But again, in all intents and purposes, I'd be shocked if they don't win by 55 or more. I would really be shocked if they don't win by 55 or more. And one last thing about the live betting. No joke, 100%. The sports books have access to 100% real-time live feeds, whereas if you're watching on television, you're a minimum of 30 seconds delayed. If you're on direct TV, you're up to a minute delayed. Dish, I believe, is a minute and a half delayed. So when you're actually betting a football game on first down, that drive could already be 3 and out and you don't even know it. So be careful live betting. That's what I have to say about that one. Are there good avenues to bet live betting? Absolutely. Can you get taken advantage of? Everybody that live bets is taken advantage of, all right? They're definitely betting you over backwards for the sole fact that they have live real-time feeds, and most likely you're a minimum of 30 seconds to 2 minutes delayed from what actually happens in the stadium to what you see on your television. Oliver, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Appreciate you tuning in. If you guys are new to our YouTube channel, first of all, if you're new to our YouTube channel, take 1 minute out of your day, actually 1 second, and hit that subscribe button right now. Hit the subscribe button right down below. That way you do not miss a beat on anything that we do. Hit that subscribe button. We go live 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 Pacific. Saturday and Sundays will be live at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. And as far as tomorrow goes, we only have 2 games starting at the noon Eastern Time slot. So we'll still go live at 10 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Fausto, I'm hoping to have them have it up on the website later today. So hopefully it'll be up by today. If not, first thing in the morning. Thank you, Jalen. I appreciate that. You'd be surprised how many people come on a daily basis and are not subscribed to the YouTube channel. And they miss things. Chad says, would it be in your favor if you were at a live game and in-person betting? 100%. 100%. Unless you have a live feed that's, instant, you definitely are at a disadvantage. Definitely at a disadvantage. So don't forget, in 55 minutes, the Fighting Illini. Reading through some of the comments posted on YouTube on the daily free play video. Thank you to everybody, by the way. You guys rock. It's the only thing that we ask. Do us a favor, give us a thumbs up in the video, as well as drop a comment. It's the only thing that we ask. Now, we did already put out a free play in the first football game. Chad, do you get live feeds or do you not bet in play? I bet in game. At home, I have DirecTV at home. So if I'm at home, then I'm delayed just like you guys are. So I'll scale back my live betting. I'll do more halftime betting than I will. Unless it's, a quality team and they're just, first couple possessions or first, 10, 15 minutes of a basketball game, they're coming out slow. Quality teams usually come back. Jason Folk, do the sportsbooks and the casinos have the same lag? I can't confirm that, but I don't know why they wouldn't. Because they're all on DirecTV or generally DirecTV when they're there. If you look at the equipment that they're using, to broadcast it, they're using DirecTV, most of them. Cliff says, bet when it's on a timeout or a quarter break for live lines. That's your best bet, to be honest. Darren Sim says, Houston plus Dallas plus New Mexico, $100 to hit 7,000. Is that laying the points on all of them? Yeah, Jason, I can't assume why they would give you real time. You know, they're going to put the edge in their favor in any way that they can. Should that be wrong? I mean, should that be... And all it is, it's the networks that are delaying it. They've asked the networks to delay the feed. And the networks, obviously, because the books are advertising, have no problem doing that. Elizar, thank you for jumping on board. 3 days of my personal plays. I'll be sending them to you right now. Give me 1 second, folks. All right, so we're going to jump into the game. And start breaking down the very first game. Put you guys on some good stuff as well. All right, let me send this little text real quick. You guys want to be like this and get all my games for today? Just head over to the website. People asking me, are we still live? Yes, we're live. Focus Sports says, Kyle makes an industry move. You give out a free play, and 20 seconds later, they got the game locked out because of too many bets come in. We've done that a time or two lately. A time or two. They're wondering what the hell's going on. Never said New Mexico might get their first win today. Alrighty. Is the Illinois game locked out? I see they moved it to 41.5 now. They must have moved it back and moved it up to 41.5. Chris, any winner announcement yet? No, we'll do it after we do the NFL games for the Bet Online deposit. Alrighty. Texans, Lions. First up at 12:30 Eastern time. I can't lie. I cannot lie. I like it. Yeah, Focus Sports, you could definitely bet it now. The JV show. Bet huge on Middle Tennessee State -2. Vegas can't pay attention to everything. Well, the line was 1 when it opened. Or not when it opened, just a little bit ago. But I know that game is... ongoing now. Alrighty. Give me one quick second, folks. Alrighty. Good luck on the Middle Tennessee bet. To everybody riding on Middle Tennessee or Omaha, wish you guys the best of luck. I have no dog in that fight, but I have no problem rooting for you guys. Darren Simpson, I love Deshaun Watson in this position with the spotlight. He's about to put on a show. His record doesn't show for how good he is, actually. Just seems like last year he was an MVP candidate. You know, definitely like Deshaun Watson. I think he shines today. I think he has a good game. Matthew Stafford due for a good game as well. Seth says, Walmart is giving out free turkeys to anyone that can outrun security. He's already 1-2. Jamel Williams, any discounts on your plays? Just the Black Friday deals that are out there. The Black Friday deals that are out there, the Thanksgiving Day Black Friday deals that are out there. Other than that, the 3 days for $99, normal one. Other than that, there are some great deals on the Black Friday, a month for $500, 3 months for $1,000, year for $1,200. But I'll post a link and then you can take a look at them all. And my plays are the ones that say Kyle's personal plays. There's a direct link to all the Black Friday, Thanksgiving Day sales. Joe Jet, Kyle, I know you're a competitor. Who's got a better winning percentage so far this year? Your personal plays or premium plays? Overall, they're actually, believe it or not, pretty even. They're off by like not even 1%. They go neck and neck. Depending on the day. But I can, if you email in and remind me, I can go back and look at the exact percentages because I have them on my other computer in my office. Jason Folk says, holy shit, I know I just heard my Jack Russell Terrier say Villanova. Love it. Jay Landon says, BetOnline is being super whack right now. What do you mean by being super whack? Seems to be working for me. All right, so sooner or later, I'll get these live odds back up. All right, Texans. The line on the Texans has actually came down, believe it or not. The money line was minus 175 right before the show started, and minus 3. Laying 3 on the Texans was minus $1.20. It is now trending in the downward trend with money rolling in on the Lions. It's now minus 3, minus 105. Plus 3 is the favorite at minus $1.15, having to lay the juice. Nathan Carter says BetOnline is whack. BetOnline is whack only if you don't know how to use it. BetOnline is actually great. And to be honest, find me another book that will send you $10,000 in 1 minute in Bitcoin to your Cash App that you can literally sell and transfer into your bank account instantly. Alrighty, so not worried about this spam. We'll just say Aku Chakan Camus. See you later. All right. Jamel, your discount code didn't work for what? For what package? And that's because you already used your discount code. You've already used your discount code from the game of the year. The discount code that you received from the game of the year was only valid for one purchase. All right, so we're going to jump into this game. I do need to pop up my information for the breakdowns. So on that note, everybody requesting the clown video, here you go. Ha ha ha! You gotta love a clown, right? Sorry, Seth. I saved you yesterday and I spared you the clown since Seth has already said he's scared of clowns. We've got the Texans. 3-7 on the year, 3-7 against the spread, 6-3-1 to the over, coming off a big win last week. The Texans notching a win over the Patriots, beating them 27-20 at home. Here they are, traveling. And you've got the Lions as well. They're not 3-7. They're actually 4-6. 4-6 against the spread. 6-4 to the over. However, they've put up 27 combined points in the last two games after being shut out by the Panthers with a backup quarterback, losing 20-0. Jeremiah, I can't say oh, it means I love you? Fantastic. I just Googled it. Well, they didn't have to say it 30 times or 10 times. All the other messages, I don't know what they meant. But either way, whoops. All right, so Chino says, are we going to break 200 thumbs up? Nope, we're going to break 300. We're going to break 300, and I will give away, not only are we going to give away a $250 deposit to somebody that participated in yesterday's promo into their Bet Online account, but we're also going to give away premium plays. So you guys better double what's there now. You guys got 338 people here, so hurry the hell up. I'll make you guys a deal. Get me to 250. And we'll get you right there. You guys get me to 250, and we'll start giving away packages for the day. All right? We'll start giving away packages for the day. Love to see another Kyle jump on board. There's nobody better out there than somebody else named Kyle. 1 second. Kyle, thank you for jumping on board the combo package. I'm texting you my personal plays right now. It would help if I can spell or type. Alrighty. So here we go. Here we go. Let's have some fun, folks. And again, received them. All right. Yes, Christy, I will break down the game. Your name is Kyle as well. Fantastic. All right. No, we're not going to be breaking down any Russian hockey today. We're live right now. Come join. Okay. We're finally getting our way over there. I know it's taken us a while. Yada, 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 yada. Let me tell you, everybody that I know and their mother and their second cousin and their auntie and their TT and their mama over here and their mama over there, they're all riding Detroit. They're all riding the Lions today. Oh no, the Lions, who are 4-6, who got beat down by a backup QB, are going to come in and they're going to whoop the snot out of the Texans. That's all I keep hearing. Now, I will tell you, the Lions are 17-7-1 against the spread after a blowout, straight-up loss of 20 points or more. Alex says the Texans are such a square play, I want to take the Lions so bad. So let me ask you a question, Alex. What makes the Texans a square play? In your eyes, what makes the Texans a square play? Because last time I checked, my money's not square. But out of curiosity, what makes them a square play? Is it because they're the 3-point dog? Or excuse me, the 3-point road favorite? Just out of curiosity. Just out of curiosity. Mike Brown says, this chat loves the Lions. A lot of people on the Lions here. A lot of people on the Lions. Line is dropping. That is for sure. Going over what has been going on. Texans 2-8 against the spread in the last 10 games as a favorite. Uh-oh. Andre says Stafford has got nobody to throw to. The Texans should be able to handle him. Lee says the Texans will put up plenty of points. I am curious what makes the Texans a square play. Josh says he's staying away from the NFL. Manuel says hit that like button so we can give away some prizes. Thomas Ryan says, when I bet the Lions, they score 0. When I fade them, they score game winners on the last play. Alex says, coming off a big win against the Pats, Lions got shut out against a bad D. Seems like everyone will be betting the Texans. Well, your information on everybody betting the Texans is incorrect. Now, the early money reports, people were betting the Texans. That's what actually pushed the line up to begin with. And that's why you saw the money line get as high as minus 180 this morning. But I am sorry to disappoint. The percentages have actually been coming down drastically with a absolute shit pile of money rolling in on the Lions. That is why we see the line now coming back down and dropping. So, to say it's a square play, I disagree. To say it's the right play, that we'll find out. But to say that it's a square play, I'd beg to differ. But then again, the same people that made up you're a square because you bet this or you're a square because you bet that are the same douchebags that need a self-imposed title trying to call themselves a sharp bettor. A sharp bettor. Do you know what a sharp bettor is? Just because you're a sharp bettor doesn't mean you win. Just because you're a sharp bettor doesn't mean you're successful betting sports. If you're actually a sharp bettor and you're classified as a sharp bettor by the books, you continuously beat the closing line, either by betting it early or by betting it at the very end or somewhere in the middle and getting the best possible line and beating what that number is at close. Joe Free, you did pay attention. We'll go over that during this breakdown. So again, and the people you see on Twitter, the blonde bimbos of this and that talk about sharps and squares, just keep in mind, they're only betting $100 or $200 on a game or less for a very, very, very specific reason. And it's not because the books limited it. That I promise you. Absolutely, Jeremiah. Almost 400 people here. Buy square stocks, right? Yes. All right, so diving into this one, first of all, line is coming down. It actually opened up at 2. All right, it actually opened up at 2. It jumped to 2.5, then went to 3. It got high as 3 minus $1.25 with the money line minus 180 this morning. And then it started coming back down. Why? Because the general public started waking up. The general public started waking up and saying, ooh, we should take the Lions today. And now you start seeing that number come down. Sharps alike, and trust me, there's sharps on both sides of this game. There's squares, if you want to call them that, or fucking round people on both sides of it. All right? That I promise you. The Lions, 19-5 to the over in their last 24 games while playing at home against inept passing defenses that yield more than 7.25 yards per attempt. Last time these two teams faced off, throw all that shit out the window. There's going to be some scumbags out there on the internet or on TV that are going to try and tell you the over's 3-1 in the last time these teams met. The over is 3-1. Well, I promise you, in their fourth game, 4 games ago, when the game went over, Deshaun Watson wasn't even in the NFL back in 2008. So none of that matters. All right? None of that matters. The game in 2016 doesn't matter. By the way, that one went under. So throw all that shit right out the window when somebody tries to tell you that. All right? Now, the Lions did get a big win a couple weeks ago. They beat the football team. Got to hand it to Matthew Stafford and beating the football team. I mean, I think everybody has done that except the Cowboys. Maybe they'll be able to do it today. Now, the Lions did put up a nice big 30 points, but it took the entire game to get there. Other than that, they strung 2 wins together against Jacksonville and Atlanta back in the middle and late October. And they had a marvelous win over the Cardinals after losing 2 straight. Everybody was, Lions have turned around. No, they went right back to the suck bus. All right? The Texans were a disaster right out of the get-go. First 4 weeks, losing to Kansas City, losing to Baltimore, losing to Pittsburgh, and losing to Minnesota. And this is what I said on week 1. The Texans' schedule it has to be one of the toughest first halves of a season that I've seen for a team. A quality team. It's not like the Texans are god-awful. Rory says the GOAT likes the Texans. Not necessarily. I'm just breaking down what we've seen so far. But I do like the Texans in general. I'm a Deshaun Watson fan. I hope he succeeds. Other than that, they started week 1 against Kansas City. Of course they're going to get beat. They started week 2 against the Ravens. Of course they're going to get beat. They had week 3 against the Steelers. Well, shit, they're still undefeated. Then they had the Vikings, which in the beginning of the season, I would have said would have been a very close game, but I probably would have leaned to the Vikings before we actually saw what was going on. They finally notched a win in week 5 against Jacksonville. Were they back on track? Nope. They ain't done yet because they had one easy game against Jacksonville. They beat them 30-14, just like they should have. Then they played the Titans. The Titans rolled all over them. They weren't done having a tough schedule yet. Then they got Green Bay. Whoo! They got Jacksonville again. They squeaked by them. It's always hard to beat the same team twice. It's always harder the second time around, generally. They had a very close game against Cleveland that they lost 10-7. They were in it till the end. And they just beat the Patriots 27-20. And let's be honest, the Patriots, they're an average team in the NFL this year. The Patriots are an average team in the NFL this year. Man, who's it? Manuel said that, asked about my Twitter. I will, definitely. I'll post a link right now. I appreciate that. Yes, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, you should. I post more free plays from time to time directly on my Twitter account that don't make it to the video. Post copies of the tickets and all of that. You can follow me on Twitter at CapNationKyle. Jason Folks says, my only issue with the Texans after a brutal opening schedule, they have yet to establish a respectable running game. I agree. 3.8 yards on average per rush and 85 yards a game generally doesn't get it done in the NFL. That generally doesn't get it done in the NFL. So, Texans, they've had a very tough season to start. They get the Lions, they get the Colts, which are going to definitely give them some problems. They get the Bears, the Colts again, the Bengals, and the Titans. They were definitely had their season. Whoever picked their season, they definitely drew the short end of the stick, to put it nicely. Glenn W., thank you for tuning in. As far as their last game goes, their 27-20 win over the Patriots, they still failed to rush the ball effectively. 86 yards a game. 86 yards. Believe it or not, it's their average. Murphy's Law said, holy shit, just grabbed Illinois an hour ago at 40.5, went back thinking about putting more on it, and it's 43. We definitely put a lot of people on that game, that's for sure. I got 38.5 last night. Tiger says, everyone has money on the over. I think Vegas banks on that. I'm betting slightly under. When you start comparing both teams and you start taking a look at what they've been doing, when you compare the schedules, the 3-6 of the Texans and the 4-6 of the Lions, you take a look at who they lost to. They lost to the Bears, they lost to Green Bay, they lost to the Saints, they lost to the Colts, the Vikings, and Carolina. Quality teams, but not on the quality that the Texans were getting beat by. Not the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Steelers, the Titans, the Packers. When you start taking a look at the numbers are very similar offensively. Offensively, the numbers are very similar. They both average 22.7 points per game, even Steven. The Lions averaging 4 yards on average per carry, 4 yards a carry, 95 yards a game on the ground. The Texans are averaging 3.8 yards per carry, 85 yards a game. When it comes to the passing game, Deshaun Watson outpassing Matthew Stafford, averaging 274 yards in the air at 8.1 yards per passing attempt. They're averaging 12 more offensive snaps that are of passing plays than running plays. Texans, that is. The Lions are averaging 247 in the air and 6.9 yards per passing attempt. Pretty average for the NFL. Deshaun Watson's numbers seem to be a bit on the higher side. When you start taking a look at defensively, there's a 1.5 difference on average for points given up. 27.2 points given up per game for the Texans. 28.7 for the Lions. When you take a look at the rushing numbers, what they give out, there's a little bit of a difference when it comes to what the average team or what the average number is, with a slight edge to the Lions. But let's be honest, both their numbers on defense are horrible when it comes to run defense and the secondary. The Texans are giving up 159 yards a game on 31 rushing plays. You want to be successful against either team, just run the ball. You want to be successful against either team, just run the ball. Texans give up 5.1 yards on average per running attempt. If you could run the ball 5.1 yards a game or 5.1 yards a carry, just keep running the ball. Eventually, you'll have to stack the box, opens up play action pass, and that's where they give up 252 yards in the air, 7.5 yards per passing attempt. The Lions, I wouldn't say is much better than that. 0.6 of a yard less. They give up 139 on the ground, 20 yards a game less running the ball, 4.5 yards per carry. But the difference between 4.5 yards and 5.1, at the end of the day, it's still a horrible number. The Lions give up 258 and 7.3 yards per passing attempt. Now that's a frozen picture we like right there. That's a flattering one. Hot diggity dog. Frank, Mr. Jeffries, thanks for jumping on board the 3 days of premium plays. Glad to have you on board. Remember, I do have a promo code that is only valid for today on my game of the week tomorrow and guaranteed Saturday. On Saturday, it takes 25% off. Manuel, I'm deleting that so it doesn't give anybody more ideas. The last thing we need is memes of me. That's the last thing you need. Eshad Scott, so what's the locks? I don't know. You tell me. Is Watson going over 300 yards? It's possible. Gets in a shootout. He's on the. I mean, he's playing the right team for a shootout. And yes, when you guys get to 250 likes, we'll give away a couple packages as well to some random people in here. All right, so as far as this game goes, when you start diving into the numbers, you can call it a square play. You can call me betting with the public, which is not true because there's more money coming in on the public. And as I hit the refresh button, let me see how many percent has actually shifted. Just in the last 5 minutes that we've done this breakdown, the actual overall percentage has actually dropped by 2%. It was 84% on the Texans, just 16% on the Lions as of early this morning. It's back to 70-30, and I've got a good feeling that number will be very, very, very close to 60-40, 55-45 when it's all said and done. I am gonna be real honest with you guys. As I update the line to make sure nothing's changed, it's hovering right around the same. It was -3, -105. It's -3, 107 now. Money line is back up to 158. What happened is somebody probably went in and bet the Texans and moved it a little bit to 107. Over and under sitting at 52. Now, there's definitely a bulk of bettors riding the over. However, it was a 70-30 split when we started this breakdown. And it's actually a 68-32 now. So there's definitely some good money coming in on the under. Although I haven't really seen any real line movement as far as the betting percentages go. Don't worry, I know you guys will get the other 32 likes or more. Should definitely have over 400 if you ask me. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button right now. Don't miss a beat on anything that we do. You don't want to miss a beat on anything that we do. We go live 7 days a week. We'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We're going to give you guys free plays. We're going to take a look at the props. As far as a free play on this one goes, maybe I don't have one just yet. I already gave you guys a free play on this one. Last night, daily free play video. Gave you guys one that I think is solid. As far as the over goes, I do not have a play on the over on this game. Okay? I do not have a play on the over on this game. However, I do lean towards the over. I think we get into a shootout. I think both teams score. I do not think Matthew Stafford gets shut out like last week. I don't necessarily think that he's going to have this just absolutely amazing bounce back performance, but generally speaking, the Lions do after a 20-point blowout, straight up loss, a straight up loss where they get blown out by 20 points or more. Out of the last 25 games, they're 17-7-1 against the spread. Doesn't necessarily mean they're going to win the game that's against the spread. Mike Brown says, don't like the Lions over. I personally lean towards the over in this game. But again, full disclaimer, I don't have $1 on the actual over itself. The over sitting at 52. And guys and gals, for everybody that doesn't know what a lean is something we're just leaning on. It means it's something that I like, all right? I don't go out and just fire on everything that I lean on. However, I did lean on Illinois and I did bet it. But I have no problem telling you guys, hey, I bet Illinois. I bet it at 38.5 last night. I kind of still like it when it was 41. 43, you probably still win. But that's such a big point difference from where I bet it to where it was this morning to where it is now. So a lean is just that. It's something I'm leaning towards. It's designed to help you guys out with my opinion. Now, it may win, it may lose. It's not a free play. However, if I'm going to bet a lean, I will flat out tell you guys, I am betting this. If I'm betting something, I have no problem telling you guys. Enrique, a promo code for what? My game of the week? Or guaranteed Saturday? That's the only promo code that I have for you guys. If you were on the year or the game of the year, then you guys received a special promo code that is only valid for your guys' individual account. Terrell, I'm glad you were able to win. I know a lot of people pushed on the Michigan game, but I know a lot more that I talked to I seen actually won on Michigan because that line was closing at 13.5. But there is a 25% off promo code that's valid for today only. That's if you buy my game of the week, that is tomorrow, or guaranteed Saturday, that is Saturday. Everything else is already on sale and you don't need a promo code for it. Enrique, it's 25 thanks. 2, 5, and then thanks, THANKS. Now, Dr. Franco says this game stays under. Javier says this game, or both games in the NFL go over. So when you start diving into this game, let's take a look at some player props. Let's take a look at some player props. Oh, somebody asked me, first quarter over. Am I betting it? Honestly, I think they break the 10. It was plus 100 even money last night. It's minus $1.10 right now for the first quarter. I did bet it. I did bet it last night. And hold on one second. As far as this one goes, I did bet it. I did not fire big on it. I got it at even money. I put 500 on it. I have no problem posting the ticket in the live chat, so that's what I'm going to do right now. Send it from my MacBook Pro to the iMac Pro, and then I'll upload it on there. And I am going to give that out to you guys as well as a free play. First quarter over 10. First quarter over 10. I bet it. I did not fire monster on it. It is not a premium play. It's something that I do believe in, or else I wouldn't have put $500 on it. I'm not in the business of pissing away money. But at the same time, I'm not sure I really wanted to put $1,000 or $2,000 on it. If they get out to a slow start, I'm not worried about them catching up and making up the score, that's for sure. All right, so I'm going to post it in the video, and then I will put it up on the board as well. So here you guys go. As you can see, I bet what I tell you for what I tell you. There you go, and I'll get it up on the board as well. So you guys can see that one there. So while you guys check out that, I'll get this board up and running. I got it at plus 100, but it's at minus $1.10 right now, and it's going up on the Vibe Interactive free play board right now on the Vibe Interactive free play board. And we are going to take a quick look at the props as well and see what we can see in the props. But first, we're going to take this short little clown break for 15 seconds. For all my clown lovers, we'll see you right back in 16 seconds. All right. Sorry to pain you, Seth, if you're watching. I know, you don't like clowns. First things first, take a look at the props. Passing touchdowns. Passing touchdowns. Taking a look at this one. Seeing what we can see. Matthew Stafford over 2 minus 179. Deshaun Watson, they have at 3 plus 136. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open up another browser on BetOnline. Keep in mind, everybody, BetOnline, the official sportsbook and odds for Cappers Nation Live, daily live sports betting shows. If you guys do not have a BetOnline account, not only can you open one, but you can get 2 days of my personal plays or 2 days of our premium plays absolutely free. But there are a couple things that you need to do before you open up an account. You need to go to our website. At the very top of the page, you need to read that post right there. Follow those instructions. If you do not click on these links, that one, or the picture, we won't be able to trace that you came back from the show, and you won't be eligible for the promo. Or you got to enter in the promo code. But again, YouTube doesn't allow us to really talk about all that. So if you want 2 days of premium plays or my personal plays free, and you do not have a BetOnline account, you can go follow that or go read that and get signed up. And to the people that have been trying to, say, oh, I just signed up, but your account's 3 years old or 6 months old or hell, a month old. It's for new accounts only. And we do verify it with BetOnline. We did hit 250, so don't stop there. Don't stop there. Don't stop. Lee says, dang, Middle Tennessee State. I did not bet that one. I do not trust them. And getting their butts kicked by Omaha at the half, 32-19. Sterling, thank you. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. To everybody that watches, first of all, thank you. This show wouldn't be fun without you guys. This show would not be fun without you guys. It wouldn't be what it is. And I want you guys to know I have an absolute blast doing this. I don't, my job descriptions don't entail anything on YouTube. YouTube is like my little pet project. The live shows, I do it because I actually enjoy it. Even on days, where we lose and you guys want to come in here and beat me up and tell me how bad I suck and how I screwed you guys over, yada, 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 yada. I still enjoy those days too. So I embrace everybody, the haters, the lovers, the followers, the naysayers, the supporters, the customers. I love you guys all. So, diving into the build-a-prop for this game. Take a look at Watson. His passing TDs. They've got it 3 at plus 136. Over 2 is minus 263. I'm not a fan of when touchdown props hit 3 or more. Now, the fact that they're giving you plus money, there's some value in it. I do believe I do believe that there will be a good chunk of points scored. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. Thank you, Joe. The last time Deshaun Watson had 3 touchdowns or more, passing touchdowns, was against the Titans when he put up 4. He had 3 against Jacksonville, and that's it. He's broken, and that prop is 3 or more. So if you hit 3, you win. I'm not a fan of that one. That one is definitely juiced, not in our favor. Now, you can get 2, but you got to lay 263. That I'm not a fan of. Matthew Stafford hitting 2 passing touchdowns is minus $1.79. You got to lay the juice if you want to hit Matthew Stafford, who's got 17 touchdowns on the year to just 7 interceptions. Not just, but 7 interceptions. He did not have a passing touchdown in the game against Carolina. He went 18 of 33 for 178 yards. He was sacked 5 times. He was rushed. Actually, he rushed the ball 4 times, running for his dear life. Against Washington, he had 3 passing touchdowns. Against Minnesota, he had 1. Against the Colts, he had 3 passing touchdowns. Matthew Stafford is generally good for 2 passing touchdowns. But I have to say, laying 180 or 179 is not very attractive, knowing that out of the last 3 games, he's had 4 touchdowns. Now, it's better if you go to 4 games, he's at 7, but that's not even a 2 touchdown a game average. So as far as that prop goes, I do lean towards it, but I'm probably going to steer clear of that one, although I don't mind laying $1.80 as long as he gets 2 touchdowns. So as far as this one goes, I like Stafford over 2, or not over 2, at 2 or more. It's a tad bit on the risky side. The fact that he hasn't been averaging 2 over the course of the last 8 weeks, 7 weeks. First 4 weeks, he was averaging 2 a game. Give me 1 second. You'd have to risk 360 to win 200. It's some juice. It's definitely some juice. But if they did have the big high-scoring game that I'm expecting, and you were to parlay Matthew Stafford's and Deshaun Watson's 3 or more, it does pay plus 164. But the last time Deshaun Watson had 3 passing touchdowns or more was a while ago. Now, take a look at some other props real quick, because we're going to roll through these because we are running out of time. I do have a Thanksgiving dinner to go to. Taking a look at the Texans. Taking a look at the receptions. Generally speaking, receptions are somewhat easy props to hit at times. Brandon Cooks, 47 receptions on the year. His prop is over and under 5.5 receptions. Now, he had 4 against New England. He had 6 against Cleveland, 3 against Jacksonville, 7 against Green Bay, 9 against the Titans, 8 against Jacksonville. He's broken 5.5 in just 4 of the games so far. Taking a look at Will Fuller. got 47 on the year as well. His prop is sitting over and under 5.5 as well. 6-5, 5-3, 6-4, 6-4, 0, and 8. Again, they've got it juiced. 5.5 seems to be a lot. Randall Cobb is on the injured reserve list, just so everybody knows. Now, Jordan Akins, the tight end, he was used pretty good. He had 5 receptions for 83 yards with a 25-yarder in his last game against the Patriots in their 27-20 win. His over and under is 2.5. I like the Jordan Akins over 2.5. I am going to be betting the over 2.5 myself. Minus $1.67. And I'm sure that line will quickly spike. I think they definitely cash that one. I think they use them just like they did last week. And they'll have 5 or 6 receptions. So there is that one. Now, props, I'm not going to put on the board. For everybody that's watching the live show, when you bet a prop, I bet them small. I bet them for $200 or $300, whereas I put $3,000 on a premium play or my personal play, okay? There's a big difference. Props, we bet small. Last time I gave out props, somebody had to make the comment. Keep in mind, free plays went 2-0. Props went 1-3. They magically had a losing day because they bet more on the props. Yet, we used to put on the board in red letters, we bet props small. Ali says, Kyle, despite the Lions' injury woes, can't see myself this going over. Texans have to put majority of the points right. Who does the Lions really have for Stafford to throw to besides Jones? Conflicted. They have plenty. You got to remember, these players are in the NFL for a reason. They're not just washed up filler players. No, we have not touched college basketball. We've been wrapping up this one. So as far as the rest of the props go, I do like the Jordan Akins prop over 2.5 receptions. As far as rushing yards go, Deshaun Watson over 34.5. The last time he was under 34.5 was in October against Jacksonville. But that was for a game where he threw 359 yards. I'm not necessarily sure that I would back the over 34.5. I think they have it extremely low for a reason. Even though his average is right around there, 34 to 36, I'm not necessarily going to back the Deshaun Watson rushing yardage because I think he slings the ball a lot today. I think he slings the ball a lot. As far as passing yards go, over 306, I think it's definitely minus $1.14. I think it's definitely a viable option. 5 of his last 7 games have all been, well, 4 out of the last 6 have been all over 304. Frozen screen again. No frozen screen. You're just behind Dr. Franco. So as far as props go, I'm not going to be betting a lot on this game. I don't bet a lot of props anyways. Props are much like the penny slots in the casino. They're absolutely everywhere. So, and again, if you want an additional free play on this game, our daily free play video has another free play on this game. All right? Our daily free play video has another free play on this game. So I give you guys free permission to leave this, go watch the daily free play video, or open it up in another browser, because there is another one on there. All right, there is another one on there. All right, so Jeff, he knows. He knows. Joshua's been with us forever. That's why I didn't even address it. I didn't even address it because I know Joshua's been with us forever. All right. So because we have games starting, it's time to give away a package. Time to give away a package. Then we're going to give away a $250 deposit to Bet Online. I already know who the winner is. It's already been selected. I just haven't told you guys yet. I think I saw him a little bit ago, but I don't know if he's still here. All right, so give me 1 second, folks. I'm popping up something that we're going to do for some package giveaways. All right, so to win today's premium play package, to win a premium play package for today's games, which NFL team in the 2019 and 2020 season did not lose their starting back at any point during the season? Which team? It's only one. And go. First one on my screen, remember, on my screen. On my screen. Not your guys' screen. On my screen. Look at you guys. The chat went quiet. The chat went quiet as you guys use Google. First 5 answers are wrong. For 6, 7, 8, 9. If you guys don't guess soon, we're going to have to come up with a different way. All right, you guys, I do see one person. I do see one person with the correct answer. Let me confirm that. Oh, there's somebody before him. We do have at least one winner. 2 winners. I'm writing these down. Alrighty. Let's see here. Let's see if there's any other ones. So we have 2 winners, and I was actually wrong. It was like the 6th one was correct. Brian Title, it was the Raiders. You are correct, sir. Brian Title, you win the very first one. And because there's so many damn people in here, and the chat just goes by too damn fast, you, sir, win a package, as well as Justin Flora. Brian, I need to know what your username is on the website. Justin, I know yours. I see yours. Justin, yours is already, I just activated it. Make sure that is up there. And yes, you have access to it. And then, Brian, I just need to know what your username is. Lionel says, quit guessing, people, it's over. Give me one quick second, folks. The thumbs up should go that fast, right? Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. Justin, they're already in your account, and you're very welcome. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, folks. And then Justin, let me know. Or not Justin, Brian, let me know what your username is. That way we can get you on them. Todd, thanks for renewing for my personal plays. As well as Mr. Vang, thank you for jumping on board my personal plays. You guys are keeping me very busy today. In 1 second. All right. All right, Brian, yours is now activated. So all you have to do is just log into your account and you've got premium plays for today. And I'm also going to give it to the person that guessed third. All right? Joshua Chaves, you came in third. Chavez, Chaves, however you pronounce, however I butchered your name. No, it was which team did not have a quarterback that went down at any part of the season last year. So Joshua, it's already in your account as well. I know you have an account with us. You've never made a purchase. But you have an account, so all you have to do is log back into it. But no, it wasn't running backs, all right? It was a quarterback. Sorry, Justin Yeager. Wrong, Justin. There's no donating of the packages to somebody else. It's either use it or lose it. Now, what I can do, actually, I'm going to save this one for tomorrow. I got a good idea for tomorrow. All right, so as far as the promotion we ran yesterday, so I guess I kind of ticked off the ladies in accounting because I had them check everybody that commented in the live show to everybody that commented on the daily free play video. And by the way, guys, outstanding work. You definitely kept those ladies busy. They had to create a spreadsheet, actually 2 spreadsheets, and then combine them both. There was a combined 121 comments in the daily free play video yesterday. Yes, everything football, you can use BetOnline in Illinois. So you guys definitely kept them busy. They had to, weed through everything to make sure everybody did everything properly for the $250 BetOnline promotion. But I am happy to announce the winner. Actually, I knew about it last night, and I did not let the person know, so he does not know about it. But the winner is... We'll talk about that after this sad video first, all right? First, don't be like this guy. If you guys lose a game, keep your head high, and then we'll go over the winner. Suspense, baby. Got to build the suspense. All right, we're back and ready to announce the winner, but first, Chicago State Fighting Illini update. I just checked out the score, and I was like, oh my God, they're losing 41-27. Nope, that's Middle Tennessee State losing 41-27. Fighting Illini just 5 minutes and 39 seconds in. We're up 19-4. 19-4. At this point, we'll be up by 60 at the half. If they keep this average up, we'll be up by 60 at the half. Let's go Fighting Illini. All right, so the winner, Mr. Tom Weiner. You won the $250 deposit to BetOnline, which I will be personally making for you via Bitcoin. So if you're watching, fantastic. If you're not, I will send you a message, send you an email after the live show. We'll get with you, figure out your account number, and then figure out a way to transfer it directly in there for you. Did you hear her say Villanova? You're Jack Russell? I did hear your Jack Russell say Villanova. But Tom Weiner, Mr. Infamous Weiner, longtime viewer, I think you need to go back to the old username. But you are the winner of the $250 promotion. Congratulations. There he is. Congrats, Tom. Very happy for you. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. And we're going to be doing another one tomorrow. Mike Brown says he always wins. What the fuck is rigged? Actually, I don't think Tom's won anything. No, Tom has won some of the stuff. Tom has won some of the stuff back in the old days. Doing the number thing is going to be way too hard with 300-400 people here. Why do I use Bitcoin? Because it's easy. There's no fees. And the cash outs come in minutes. Cash outs come in minutes. Cash outs come in minutes. Jeff says revote. I say we revote. Let's not give it to Tom. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a $1,000 gift card. I don't want to say Visa because it might be a MasterCard or American Express, whatever the hell have at the grocery store. But I will be purchasing that today on my way home from work. So tomorrow we'll be giving away a $1,000 one on the day after Thanksgiving. Jeff says, congratulations, Tommy boy. Chapenny says, no more Tom after today. As far as the Texans game, I lean towards the over. I gave out the first quarter over 10, as well as the daily free play video, the other video that I did last night, has a free play in it. Jeff says, I'm sending my lawyers to Vegas. Michael says Tom's ballot was fake. He entered late. And Roger says Tom is Kyle's stepson. No, actually, he's not. No relation whatsoever. Never met the fella. But it's definitely going to be fun tomorrow. Yes, it was a hanging shad. There was a hanging shad on his ballot. Unfortunately, you guys didn't win, but thank you for playing. In order to enter the next one, and the next one is a big one, is for a $1,000 gift card. You need to make a comment in this video right here during the live show. All you have to do is make one comment. Hell, you can put the number 1. All right? It doesn't matter. You just have to get your name in here because they are tracking it for everybody that makes a comment. They're making a spreadsheet of everybody's name that makes a comment. And then you need to go and also like this video if you haven't already done so. You need to like this video. You also need to do the same thing on our daily free play video. You need to like that one, and you need to drop a comment in there. I will tell you this already. There's only 84 comments in that video as of right now. There was 121 in the video from yesterday. 87. 3 more people went and did it. So drop a comment over there. If you're a douchebag or a negative comment, you're not going to be in the drawing anyways. So just drop a comment over there. And then, as Brian said, this is my comment. There you guys go. So do that because I want to see somebody else win it. And somebody is going to win it. And I'm super pumped for that one. Super pumped for that one. And we're going to give away more packages tomorrow. I'm going to give away some cool stuff tomorrow as well. And it's going to be a fun day tomorrow. So make sure, Scott accuses the Russians, make sure you guys do not miss out on tomorrow. All right? So we're going to speak. I actually got to get going. I got 2 turkeys on smokers. So I actually got to get my ass in gear and get back to the house. So that way I can up the temp. That way I'm not late for turkey dinner. I'm definitely starving. That is for sure. All right, so the next game on the board. The football team. Tuning in now even though you got me on the TV. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The football team and the Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, and the football team. The football team and the Cowboys, boy, were we blessed with a primetime matchup on Thanksgiving Day. Not, but nonetheless, we might have 2 shitty teams. We've got 2 games on the board, and we're going to make the best of it. Enrique, thank you for jumping on board. 3 days of my personal place. I am texting them to you right now, sir. Glad to have you on board. Give me 1 second, folks, and we're going to break down this. We're going to break down the college basketball. We'll get you guys on another free play as well. And let me tell you, I guess I'm not texting you because that's an invalid number. When you guys sign up on our website, make sure you sign up with a valid number. A valid number. Tim says the football team. Yes, football team. The Washington football team. You know, a.k.a. the old the old Redskins, excuse me. Enrique, I need your cell phone, brother, but don't post it in the chat. You need to change your phone number. Never mind, your phone number is probably correct. I did it wrong. Hold on, I must be dyslexic this morning. Enrique, I apologize. All right, you did enter your number correctly. It was me that was reading it incorrectly. So I do apologize, brother. Glad to have you on board. And I'm sending you my games right now. And thank you to everybody that's jumped on board. And happy Thanksgiving to everybody as well. Clown video twice and couldn't get the contest rig. Happy Thanksgiving, Dick. Thanks, Seth. Thanks for that nice text message. Kyle is definitely the best name. And thank you. Oh, and the Go to Sports Betting. Thank you. Randy C says, Illinois up by 21. Very nice. That's what I like to see. That is what I like to see. Up by 19. I mean, they've gotten 6 points so far in the first 8 minutes and 40 seconds. All right, so taking a look at this last game. The last NFL game, that is. All right, take a look at those numbers real quick. Keep in mind, folks, we've got soccer today, and I want you guys to know, I'm sweeping the board today. I'm letting it be known. If I don't sweep the board today, and I put out 5 plays, 2 soccer, a college basketball, and 2 plays in the NFL, I am going 5-0 for my clients today. And if I don't, I will apologize to you guys for tomorrow, saying that I didn't go 5-0. And I'll give away even more free packages. But I love the games that I put out today. I love the soccer plays. I love the college hoops game. And the 2 football plays. Jeff says Middle Tennessee State down by 1, making that big second half comeback. Hopefully for everybody that's betting it, you guys win. All right, you've got the football team. They're catching 2.5. They're catching 2.5. It was 3. That line is coming down. Money is coming in on the football team. The Cowboys were laying 3. That number has shifted. As far as the total goes, the total sitting over and under 46 points. First half has the football team catching a half a point. Plus 112 on the money line, minus 132 for the Cowboys. Over 23, that has actually came down a half a point. It was 23.5 before we did the breakdown a little bit ago. Chicago State making a comeback. They've got 9 points on the board. I really hope we cover the 40 points. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think I've ever bet a basketball game laying 40 points. I hope we cover that one. Be impressive. So this is a 4:30 Eastern time game. You've got a first quarter over and under 9.5. Kind of risky when you've got the 2 quarterbacks back in their heyday. Over 9.5 with Alex Smith and Andy Dalton. I'd have been all over it. As of right now, kind of debatable. Definitely kind of debatable. Nico, thank you for jumping on board. 3 days of premium plays as well. Glad to have you on board as well. Team totals. The football team over and under 21.5. The Cowboys, 24.5 for the team total. First half team totals. Cowboys at 10.5. The football team at 10.5. Which one's going to put up 2 touchdowns? Or 2 field goals and a touchdown? Or 4 field goals in the first half? Will get you a win on either one of these teams. Interesting enough, the football team's first quarter over is a half a point. Interesting. All right, so take a look at the breakdown. Both of these teams coming off wins. Hallelujah. Hallelujah for the grace of God in football. The football team and the Cowgirls are coming off of wins. All right, they're both 3-7 straight up. The football team's 4-5-8 against the spread, where the Cowboys are a disastrous team to bet on throughout the year so far. 2-8 against the spread. They're 5-5 to the over, where the football team is 4-5-1 to the over. Washington is 5-2 against the spread their last 7 games when starting with Alex Smith. The Dallas Cowgirls are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games at home. With their new head coach, pretty damn good stat. Glenn W. says the Bet Online is not currently allowing wagers on the Texans game. That's new to me. I see the line up. Might want to hit the refresh button. It's up on mine. I don't have any issue popping it up. As far as the numbers go, you've got Washington averaging an even 20 points a game, 23.5 for the Cowboys, who are averaging 117 yards a game on the ground, 4.2 yards per carry, 276 in the air, and 6.5 yards per passing attempt. Keep in mind, those passing yards have been primarily because of what Dak Prescott did earlier in the season. Now, the football team, and they're 20 points a game, they're averaging 4 yards a carry at 99 yards on the ground a game on average. as well as 225 in the air, 6.2 yards per passing attempt. It's definitely taken Andy Dalton a couple games to get going. Got knocked out. He's back in. Had a fairly decent game. Had a fairly decent game in their last game. They notched a win, a 31-28 win over the Vikings, whereas the football team notched a 20-9 win over the Bengals after knocking out Joe Burrow, who tore like literally everything in his knee. Poor fella. Hopefully for a speedy recovery there. Now these teams already faced off this year with the football team smashing and embarrassing Jerry Jones and his Cowboys 25-3. We all know it is definitely harder to win the second time around. The Cowgirls beat Washington twice last year, 31-21, and then they pounced on them. They absolutely pounced on them, 47-16. And you know they know that. Now, the last 5 games between these two teams have not gone over the total. 3 of the last 5 have. When you start taking a look at the passing numbers on defense, one's getting torched a little more than the other. Now, Washington's defense is definitely a step ahead. That I agree. Washington giving up just 22.7 points a game. But keep in mind, that's against the likes of the Eagles, the Cardinals, the Browns, who don't put up much, the Ravens, who struggle at times, the Rams, the Giants, the Cowgirls, the Giants, the Lions, and the Bengals. So their season numbers are kind of, in my opinion, not up to par compared to the other ones. As far as the other teams out there, strength of schedule goes. The football team gives up 22.7 points a game, 120 on the ground, 4.3 yards per carry, as well as 195 in the air, 6.3 yards per passing attempt. 31.8 is what the Cowboys give up. Cowboys secondary and their run defense has definitely been trashed this entire year. They give up 154 yards a game on the ground, 4.9 yards per carry, 233 in the air, 7.2 yards per passing attempt. Both of these teams combined are a negative 18 on turnovers. Negative 18 on turnovers. Negative 18. Gino, first half don't matter. First half don't matter in that game. Eddie Sports Money, did I put out a teaser? I do not have a personal play teaser. There's a premium play that was put out that's a teaser. As far as this game goes and the turnovers, Dallas negative 12, the football team negative 6. Turnovers, 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 turnovers. He who does not turn over the ball more, I think, gets the job done today. He who turns over the ball less today should get the win today in this game. Now, as far as this game goes, and a nice free play for you guys. One thing that I do like. The Cowboys have opened up to a first half lead in their last 3 games. Granted, they've only won one of them. Minnesota, they were leading at the half, they won. Steelers, they were leading at the half, they lost. The Eagles, they were leading at the half, and they ended up losing. If Dallas can string together a full game, it'd be a whole nother miracle. They did against Minnesota. Can they do it back-to-back? Don't know. But one thing that I do have for you, and it is a personal play of mine. The Dallas Cowgirls, I mean Cowboys, I should probably stop saying that if I'm backing them. In the first half, taking a look at what we have for the new line, I gave out the money line. It was minus 145. It is down a little because the line has actually dropped a half a point. But I am taking the Cowboys on the money line. It's currently 132 at BetOnline. It's currently 132 at Bet Online. Shane says Dallas sucks. Well, they both suck. And that's what I'm taking. Fade, follow, don't follow. It doesn't matter to me. Because I'm betting the game, so that's all that matters to me. Well, it almost got this correctly. I had a nice little slide on over here. You guys miss it. I had a nice little slide on over. But nonetheless, that is what we're rolling with today. That is a personal play of mine. That is one of my 5 personal plays. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you tuning in. Now, we are running a little late. I do have to get going here. I do apologize. As far as the college football game goes, I don't have a play on it, okay? We don't have a premium play. I don't have a personal play. That's 100% fact, okay? We have 2 shitty teams, both looking for a win. They're both 0-4. They both suck. Utah State beat them last year by 13 points, all right? Utah State in their last game, because their last game against Wyoming was canceled, they put up 16 in their loss to Fresno State, 9 in their loss to Nevada, 7 in their loss to San Diego State, and 13 in their loss to Boise State. New Mexico showed some promise against Nevada, against Hawaii, and against San Jose State. They fell flat against Air Force, and they got beat 28-0. They embarrassed me because I was backing them on that day. As far as the game goes today, for this game, I'm not a giant fan of this game. I'm not a big fan of this game. As far as the line goes, I would definitely lean. I definitely lean towards New Mexico. Laying 6, I don't know if I can touch it. Over 49.5. Both teams suck so bad, they're liable to be sitting with 20 points or 100 points. Both defenses are horrendous. Both offenses struggle. We may see a lot of points, or we may see a little as far as this one goes. I'm completely off of. All right? I lean towards New Mexico. I have no lean on the over. But again, I don't like it. Full disclaimer, I don't like it, and I'm not betting it. All right? So at 7 p.m. Eastern time, you will not hear me talking about the New Mexico game, how I made so much money on that game, because it's not going to happen. So I do apologize for running out of time, not being able to get on any college basketball action with you guys. I do apologize. Great show today. I had a lot of fun. Voice is going out, that's for sure. Which is probably a good thing. Just means I don't have to talk to anybody during Thanksgiving. Smoke my birds and eat that good food. But again, if you're not on board, not every play is early. Not every play is early. So you still have plenty of time to get on board. Plenty of time to get on board. Remember that promo code for my game of the week? My promo code is 25 thanks. That is only valid today. So if you buy my game of the week today, it will be valid. If you buy it tomorrow, there's no promo code. Same thing with Guaranteed Saturday. It's 25% off if you buy it today, but not on Saturday or tomorrow. Jeff, you're very welcome. For everybody that is traveling, safe travels. If you guys are even just going down the street, excuse me, safe travels. Don't drink and drive. Want to see everybody here either tomorrow or the next day or next week or whenever you guys come back. But I don't want to hear no sad stories about somebody getting a DUI or dying or killing somebody else. So be responsibly, as well as bet responsibly, and always bet within your means. Because no matter what, we will always give you guys the best breakdowns that we can give you, the best opinions that we can give you, especially on games that I'm betting myself. If I give you guys a free play, I'm betting it. But shit can and will happen, as we saw. UCLA got their ass kicked yesterday. Fighting Illini up by 19 with 7 minutes to go. At this rate, Chicago State will be held under 20 points for the first half. Scott says group hug. Alex says it's time to crack open a cold one. I'll be there shortly. Thank you, Gino. Everybody enjoy your Thanksgiving. I don't know how active I'll be on Twitter, but I'll try to be. Focus Sports, not too big on the Peterson props today. Caramel Crown type of day. Ooh, that's heartburn central for me. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And as Lionel just hashtagged, bet within your means, not over your head. Sterling says, take all the Lions runners to go under. Again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Congrats to the people that won either packages. Tom went in the Bet Online promo. I'll get with you here a little bit. Good luck, everybody. And we will see you guys all tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. All right, Texans are about to score. Fantastic. I love hearing that. Duke, it better be a Twitter update goal. Hopefully. Got to set those notifications. All right, guys. Good luck, everybody. Jason says, good. Much love to all those grannies putting on those spreads. Good luck. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Drive safe, travel safe, be safe.